It's a most unusual day. Feel like throwing my worries away. As an old native-born Californian would say, it's a most unusual day.
It's Homeward Bound with Harry Jones. 15 minutes of music and information dedicated to you motorists who are traveling the highways homeward bound. And brought to you with the best wishes of Howland Lincoln Mercury in Carlisle, the agency for the cars that are designed for modern living. And now, here is your host for Homeward Bound, the general manager of Howland Lincoln Mercury, Harry Jones.
Thank you, Al, and good evening, everyone. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, the day we pause to honor our fallen heroes, the first big holiday of the year. And so this evening, Homeward Bound is devoted entirely to Memorial Day. Once again, it is my sincere pleasure to have as my guest on Homeward Bound Sergeant J.L. Peffer of the Pennsylvania State Police. Sergeant Peffer will speak to you on Memorial Day safety. Sergeant Peffer.
Thanks, Harry. Time and again, a happy holiday turns into a tragic holiday for thousands of families. Don't you be one of the families saddened by a traffic accident. On this Memorial Day weekend, take it easy. Whether you are a pedestrian or a motorist, obey all traffic signs and signals. They are for your protection. Perhaps you are driving your new car on this holiday weekend trip. If so, you're very fortunate. The Pennsylvania State Police wish you a happy journey, but they ask that you remember one thing. Good judgment and careful driving are not standard equipment with any car, new or old. They depend upon you, the driver. Your car cannot carry you safely without help. The Pennsylvania State Police remind you, a careful driver can be safe. The careless one has death as a passenger.
Thank you, Sergeant. You have just heard Sergeant J.L. Peffer, officer in charge of the Carlisle substation of the Pennsylvania State Police. And now, it's anniversary time on Homeward Bound. And this evening, Howland's special gifts go to Donnie and Martha Ocker of 149 A Street, Carlisle. This lovely young couple own and operate the Pike Diner out on the Harrisburg Pike and are observing their wedding anniversary tomorrow. And so to you, Martha, we are sending a lovely orchid corsage from George's Florists in Carlisle. And to you, Donnie, a lubrication and wash job for your car. And now, here is Bing Crosby to sing for you, I Love You Truly.
when I feel you are near.
We are sorry that our special congratulations could not also go out this evening to Mr. and Mrs. John Evans of 142 Southeast Street. But since we received the notice of Mr. and Mrs. Ocker's anniversary first, we do want to send a very special mention to Mr. and Mrs. Evans, who are observing their 65th wedding anniversary. Our very best wishes to both of you from all of us at Howell Inn. I also want to congratulate Mr. and Mrs. Duane Fisher of 126 East High Street, Carlisle, who are celebrating their first anniversary Saturday. Mr. and Mrs. Daniel A. Buccini, 126 Cedar Street, Carlisle, their first anniversary tomorrow. Mr. and Mrs. E. K. Markle of RD6 Carlisle, observing 52nd anniversary today. Mr. and Mrs. Boyd E. Nell of Mount Holly Springs, their 24th anniversary today. Mr. and Mrs. Ray Hoover, 135 East Penn Street, Carlisle, 9th anniversary today. Mr. and Mrs. Robert Baer of 32 Baltimore Street, Carlisle, 11th anniversary today. Mr. and Mrs. Charles H. Mackey, RD3 Carlisle, 4th anniversary today. And Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Lowry of 519 South Pitt Street, Carlisle, their 24th anniversary today. Tomorrow, the world will observe Memorial Day. Our world today is quite different from the one that existed on that first Memorial Day back in 1863. The world has shrunk, but wars have become larger and more horrible. And today, in 100 military cemeteries scattered over the face of the earth, we pay homage to the young men who died fighting for liberty in a series of wars, each of which they were told would be the last. Guards of honor will fire volleys over those who sleep the ultimate sleep on Anzio Beach, on the white African shore, by the hedgerows of Normandy, on tropic Guam, and hard-won Okinawa, and in the freshly dug graves of tragic Korea. There will be Belgian villagers who have adopted the graves of our dead, French children paying tribute with flowers, just ordinary people who will take this occasion to express their eternal gratitude to Americans who laid down their lives in the service of mankind. And then we will all offer a prayer for that elusive state of affairs known as peace, without which the world as we know it will cease to exist in this atomic age.
out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible quick sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have killed him an altar in the evening dews and lamps. I can read his righteous sentence in the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His day is marching on.
You're invited to be with us again Monday evening at 5:30 o'clock when Howland Lincoln Mercury again brings you Homeward Bound with Harry Jones. Your announcer has been Al Cooper.